Round 5 of the UAL GT Challenge from the famous Nurburgring. Alongside me tonight is a new guest commentator, Iggy. I'm not going to pronounce your last name because I don't want to butcher it, Iggy, but welcome, welcome for tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, decided to take a different approach to racing this time, not being in the car on track, but here in the commentary box alongside with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to commentating alongside you. So, are you excited for tonight then?
Yeah, very. It's a very tight battle at the front, in the standings, between Callum and Fred. Yeah, plus the Joe and Mike. Yeah, it should be very interesting.
Yes, that should be a cracking battle, that, as usual.
Yeah. Well, since we're on this topic, let's quickly go over the standings then, right?
Yep, go for it.
Yep, so it's Callum Cripps in the lead, 38 points. Fred right behind him at 36. Myself in third. Probably not going to be there for long after this race. Joe at 25 in P4. Mike at 23 in P5. And Joe is the leading Pro M car and Mike is the leading M car. Only 2 points between them. Should be a cracking race. Jordan quite a way back from them, 13 points. Chris Pease, 9. Kieran, also 9, but he's not racing tonight. P10, Matthew, 6 points. Usman, 5. Daniel, P12, 4 points. Mitch, 2 points, 13th place. 14th, Mikael, 2 points. And Stephen Pye runs up the standing with 2 points. So, quite a few battles up there. Of course, Callum and Fred for the lead. Joe and Mike for P4. P3 probably, if they finish high up, they can jump myself in the standings. Be P3 in overall standings. Yeah, should be interesting to watch.
It should be a cracking race, especially around the Nurburgring. It's always a give and take sort of track, this one.
I think we're off for qualifying, right?
I believe we are. It's 7:30 PM.
Yes.
So we'll go to the full spectator mode, and there we go. The drivers are now heading out onto the track.
That's 15 minutes of qualifying. Mike leads the way with Matt behind him, Brett and Callum.
Some good looking liveries out there.
Oh yeah, very true.
Especially that one with Iggy Designs on, Iggy.
yeah. Cheeky promotion. Yeah.
He wears way for that.
That was Stephen's backed out.
And there's Joe in the Coca-Cola machine.
We've got 6 drivers at the moment, but we're still waiting on 2 of them. Jordan is in the lobby, I think, but he's not on track, and Mike as well. He's yet to enter, but he's supposed to be there, so it's going to be at least 8 tonight.
I say some are still doing that patch, still got to copy it from earlier, so... Yeah. Let's ride on board with Joe then in the Mercedes AMG GT3. Listen to that V8. On his out lap.
Oh, Fred jumped him. He's going to be the first one to start his flying lap.
Let's have a look. Oh yes, oh no, that's Callum. Apologise there, people.
Might be not the best idea. You might want to be in a slipstream around here. Yes, you get dirty air to sector 1, but then it's 3 long straights, so might have wanted to wait for someone to be in front of him.
I think Fred just wants to get the job done.
Well, yeah, true. He's got to catch up to Callum. He's going to finish ahead of him.
There you go. You can see the telemetry down at the bottom there on your screen. He's into 4th gear. He's going into 5th. 130 miles per hour down the main straight, and he starts his flying lap.
So, if I remember correctly, it's 2 wins for Callum and 2 wins for Fred. So they're tied on wins this season.
Is it Fred still? Did you say was Fred ahead of him, Callum, by 2 points? Was it?
Yeah, Callum's ahead.
Yeah.
Because
Callum's ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Callum's ahead. He's ahead by 2 points. And Callum won Bathurst and Monza, with Fred winning last time at Brent Hatch. And what was second round? I do not remember. I did this race and I do not remember. Brilliant.
It's alright, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Don't know if you just saw that, people, but Callum Cripps just kind of backed out there. He just got held up in traffic, so it looks like he's going to go again next time around.
Yeah, he started his lap right behind Matt. I think he just wants to clear this traffic and not get held up. too much.
It's a wise move. Very wise move. There's Joe. Oh, Joe's hit the wall. That's going to ruin that lap. And there's Mr. Chris Pease himself and the number 27 Aston Martin.
Jordan just started his final lap as well.
Oh, Jordan's here. That's in the Monster Energy Chevrolet C7. The Corvette. Meanwhile, back with Fred. Looks like he's about to come towards the end of the lap.
Yep.
I think he's gonna...
We'll see if it's gonna be a clean chicane or not. Let's see. Clean. Yep, that's pretty much clean. On the line.
Yeah, I think I put that down as borderline myself, but not my decision to make. Yeah. But anyway, here he comes around the final corner onto the hard pedal, into fourth, going into fifth.
3 flat. Wow, that's solid. That's really solid.
That's a very fast lap, but I would expect nothing less.
With 40, 50, 55.9, Mike into P2, just 2 tenths ahead of him, and Callum, that's not going to be a good lap yet. It's 2 minutes. It's a throwaway lap. Joe now through the chicane.
Say Joe hit the wall, so this might be a bit of a dodgy lap.
Yep.
Hello, Usman, who's 6,000 feet, no, 60,000 feet in the air. Hello, Usman.
Wow.
I think he's on his way to somewhere. There you go, Joe goes P4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but still, he's 1.5 seconds behind from Matt. He's gonna prove on that, I'm pretty sure.
Here comes Chris Pease around the final corner. And it looks like he's not going to go to pole, but let's see where this puts him.
57.7, yep.
And Jordan just behind. What can Jordan do? Into fourth. Good lap from Jordan.
Just behind Matt, yeah. Yeah, very close. Less than a tenth between them.
I believe Fred, I think Fred might be up in this on this lap, from what I've been told. Is he up? Yes, he is. There you go, by a tenth. This is going to be a quick one.
So before qualifying is finished, you're right off the top of your head prediction for the race winner this time around.
Oh, it's going to have to be Fred again. I think Fred run on Sunday in the GT class for WEC, so I reckon Fred's got the momentum, and I think he's going to be the one to beat here, unless Callum can pull it out of the bag and do an absolute blinder.
Yeah,
but Fred didn't go fastest. He didn't improve.
Yeah, he lost in this last sector. Plus, I'm sure Fred's got this drive to catch Callum because he's the one catching, and Callum might be playing a little bit of a safe game. Wow, Mike improves massively by 8 tenths and goes momentarily P2 now, P3, with Callum only 4 tenths behind Fred.
That's a good lap from Callum.
With his first representative lap, yep. Very solid for Mike going into P3. He also scored P3 in qualifying last time around with Brett's Hatch, so he's clearly got the pace to be right up there.
He knows that Porsche at the back of his hand these days, does Mike.
Matt didn't improve, he goes down to 4th.
There he is, there's Matt. Why is Iggy not racing? Iggy, do you want to explain that?
Yes, because I really wanted this race to be broadcasted, and I sacrificed my race to be here in the commentary box with Mike and commentating this race. Plus, another cheeky plug in there, I'm practicing for my STM commentary, which is going to start on 12th of January, I think. Joe and Steve are hosting this event, so yeah, gotta get some practicing.
There you have it, Usman. That answers your question. Mitch was going to be here originally, but he couldn't come because something came up, so hope all's well with him.
In the lobby. He's going to go to qualify, and I guess done last. That's a big improvement for SSE racing team. Fred around the final chicane. Oh, that's a bit of a cut, but I think it's just about clean.
Joe's up on his lap.
Right across the line, is he gonna improve?
Right, here we are with Fred.
I don't think so.
No, he don't.
Just
shy.
Callum, final corner. First, it's Matt. He needs to improve if he wants to improve his position.
He does.
He goes P3.
It's good luck from Matt.
But Mike just overtakes him. And Callum, no improvement, unfortunately. Yeah, it's very close between Mike and Matt. Only 300ths of a second between them. Jordan's quite a way back, 1 second behind Matt. Joe is just about to go across the line. This is going to be an improvement. Yes, it is.
It is. It's P5. Good luck there from Joe.
Yep.
Here we are. Here comes Jordan into the final chicane. Currently 6th at the moment.
Yeah, I remember he missed out massively in Monza. Obviously, he has this power from COVID, but he was stuck in lane 6 for the first lap, so he missed out massively in this race. He could have been way up there.
He got up on the curb there, but he's improved.
Overtakes Joe. Yep.
Yeah, improved.
Jumps him into P5.
I think he might have been a bit quicker, but he made a little error onto the exit curb there, and he got a bit squirrely on the braking.
Yep,
and he's flashing his lights. Weird. Stop flashing us, Jordan. Right, there's Matt. There's Mike, and there's Callum, and there's your current pole position sitter at the minute. It's Fred in the BMW M6 GT3. Into the final chicane we go, and I believe that looked like to me a bit of a corner cut.
I missed it.
Yeah, to me that looked. I'm not gonna go any further than that, but that's a bit naughty. I think if he improves,
It's one, and
he does improve. Yeah, I think that was a cut.
But unfortunately, we cannot.
Yeah, we can't.
GTSport, unfortunately, yeah. Oh, Mike and Callum into the pits for the fresh rubber. Yeah, probably a wise decision. We've got 5 minutes left of qualifying.
And here's Fred's teammate, Mike, in the other BMW.
Yep.
That's a much better line there from the teammate.
We've got the prediction from Usman. First, Callum, second Fred, and third Jordan. Yeah, I had to, you see why.
I don't think we're going to repeat that one.
Yeah, I had to process it a little bit.
So Mikey is starting his final lap.
Yep, he's just cleared Matt. Well, I don't know about Jordan the third. It's a bit of a wild prediction in my opinion, but anything can happen.
I think if he gets his head down, and he's doing some good results of late, so who knows, right? Can he get the final corner correctly done this time?
Yeah, very clean. Maybe it could have been on the power earlier.
Yeah.
And he's not going to improve this time.
Yeah, Usman saying also what I predicted a bit of a cut.
Yeah.
From Fred, but we can't say anything other than that. There's Chris Pease. Chris Pease 6th place at the minute.
Yep.
There's Mike.
I think my prediction for the race winner is Mikey. He was very solid in Monza, very consistent, very fast. I think he's going to replicate it in here. But we might see some team orders between him and Fred, because Fred is in the fight for the championship and Mike is clearly not at the moment. He missed the first 3 rounds. No, yeah, he missed 3 rounds out of 4. So he might not want to get in the way of Fred.
Well, to stop you there, Iggy, you might want to invite Mr. Oakley. We might have a third commentator.
Oh. Yep.
He's back home. He's gonna give you an invite now, Mitch, if you want to join. So here's Mike.
So I assume someone paid Mitch to tell that he's gonna miss it, so I don't race. Yeah. And invite sent.
Callum's half second back from Fred. And Fred's still on pole.
P3.
He does, yeah.
4.1. It's almost 7 tenths from Callum, quite a way back. It's pretty spread out top 3 at the moment. It's 1.2 seconds from third to first. Usually we've got much closer top end of the field.
Interesting to point out, it's a German 1, 2, 3 as well.
Oh yeah.
In terms of cars, but it's Belgium and then a Brit. Yeah, it's a very very German orientated. Welcome, Mitch.
Evening, boys.
Hello.
Hello there.
There you go, cheeky Star Wars plug there for you Star Wars fans.
Jordan to the pits for the fresh rubber. I do not know if he's got time for another lap. It's under 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I think he'd be very lucky.
Yeah, he needs to push really hard on the south lap. Use his
Don't
rubber.
cut. Oh, don't cut the white line, Jordan. Ooh, and he cut the white line. That's a bit naughty from Jordan. Here comes Mike then. So this is your current top 8 as it stands. We're waiting until Fred does his lap. Hold on, see if he improves.
This is an out lap.
Right, so he doesn't improve. Right, Fred's in pole position so far, 152.903, followed by Callum Cripps on a 153.474, followed by Mikey at 154.165, followed by Matthew Hawkins, which I don't have time for. Then it's Mike. For some reason, people who pit have their times reset, so then the fastest lap to go. So I can't tell you who's done what. So yeah, Matt Hawkins in 4th, 5th is Michael Earls, Jordan Davis in a solid 6 on a 155.3. Our resident Elmo from Sesame Street, Joe Bramble, on a 155.4, and then Chris Pease on a 157.1.
Mikey improved on his last lap, but it's still not enough for P2. He's 2/10 back from Callum. And to be honest, Fred would have liked Mike to be in P2 to follow Callum up and not allow him to strike right away, because we've seen in the past Fred is a little bit weak on the first lap. Callum overtook him twice in 2 races on the first lap, and also he lost the lead in the first race in Bathurst on the first corner. So
Fred is very cautious when it comes to race starts. We've raced against him a few times, haven't we, Mitch? And he's been a bit cautious.
Yeah,
probably the right approach.
I remember back at the Le Mans event when he got stuck back in the pack after a first lap incident. Yeah, it seemed like he was more tentative, possibly because he hadn't raced against some of the other drivers that he was trying to fight his way back against.
Hey Iggy, have you seen the comments?
Yes, I've seen it.
Ooh la la! This race lost one very sexy racer, but got a very sexy commentator.
Jordan has just missed out on his flying lap. Just crossed the line after all ended. So
That's
he
shame.
stays P6 for now.
Here comes Matthew then. Matthew's on his only flying lap from the looks of it, so he did a 155.1 according to this.
Oh, he's down 2/10 on his previous best, so I don't think it's going to be an improvement unless he cuts the chicane massively, which is the best way to do it.
Is there a reason why Jordan's reversing up the start finish straight?
Oh, he shouldn't be doing that. That's a bit not, even though he's ghosted. But anyway, let's back with Matt. Matt's around the final corner. Here he comes. I don't think he's going to improve.
No, stays P3.
Yep.
Matt, and that's no improvement for him as well.
Matt stays P4 then.
Joe to finish his lap.
There's Mike as well. Here comes Mike. Mike's in the final chicane, coming to the final corner.
And no improvement for Joe as well, stays P7. Wow, quite disappointing considering Mike is P5. Mike jumps to P4 if he improves here. And no improvement.
No, he doesn't.
Well.
No
Stays
improvement.
P5. So
there
this
you
is a
go.
big hit for Joe in his championship battle with Mike.
It is. So, Mitch, do you want to go down the grid?
Probably better somebody else is it because my game hasn't caught up. So
Right, okay, no worries, run out.
People in random orders.
Iggy, seeing as how your debut, do you want to take it away?
Yes, it's Fred on pole position, 7/10 clear of Callum in P2, Mikey P3, Matthew Hawkins P4, Mike Isles P5, Jordan Davis P6, Joe Bramble P7, and P8 is Chris Peace. And P9 is Steve, who's serving his qualifying ban, I assume.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. Okay, well, let's get ready to rumble. Usman says the Porker should get the best sounding award. I think
I don't know, my Jag is sounding pretty nice.
I do like a V8. I don't like the way the PD sounds on, well, PD push sounds on here. In real life it does. Sounds great.
Hasn't got the right exhaust, does it?
No. It's got the one before they added it to Le Mans.
All I'm going to say is reserve judgment on car noises until Stephen comes out of the Mustang.
Oh yeah, and I wonder why you said that, Mitch.
Totally unbiased opinion.
Yeah. What is Jordan playing at?
I'm not sure, but I'm liking the lineup of the 3 bar. Now 2 meters. There's the 3 M6s all lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
I believe they've been told to return to pits, but looks like the SSE boys are staying out though.
Catching a suntan.
If you just listen to them tick over, they sound like aeroplanes, the BMWs.
It's not a plane or
maybe.
it sounded like
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like it's going to drop out the sky.
Let's hope there's no turbulence into turn 1.
So are they going?
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. Someone might want to type that out and let them tell them to return to pits. There we go. The voice of, well, the typing of reason there from our resident Russian.
Mikey, come on. We've got a race start.
Callum crits. Fred's too fast. I agree, Callum. Matthew Hawkins.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Right, there we go.
Husband says you've got an EcoBoost Mustang as well. Full fat Mustangs only.
Oh, it's not electric then, Mitch.
Don't get me started on that.
Aw, but why not?
No mentions of sand or the Mach-E.
I am not mentioning a word. Mike's not in here, so you're lucky that he's racing, because he would be the one saying all that. See, you know how it feels now. When I was a Toyota, well, still a Toyota fan, I got all the stick. So, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Right, so I believe Joe will be now gridding them up, and we'll be racing shortly.
Mitch, your prediction for the race winner this time?
Race winner. For me, because I think I've raced against him more and seen what he can do, I think it's got to be Callum.
But he's 7/10 back from Fred in the P2 on the one-lap pace.
Callum's the sort of person that can find it during the race, though.
Yeah,
He's
true.
just finds
I
another
agree.
gear that can just flick it on. I mean, strategy as well, that can play into it.
I'll take a wild guess and say that Mike is going to win this race with Mike Isles ending up on the podium.
Now that would be a turn up for the
Somehow.
books.
Yep.
I still think Fred's going to win this. I think the momentum is with him, and he knows that car like the back of his hand. So,
Yeah, we've seen it this Sunday.
yep, him white, like I said. So yeah, I'll stick with Fred.
If Fred gets a clean start and can be in turn 1 before anyone else, I think he'll have a much better chance. If Callum or Mikey make a run at him, I think then it'll be a different story.
Yep, I mean, like, it was a good point Iggy made that Fred's a bit cautious on the race start, so if Callum's going to win this race, he's got to attack from the word go. Just waiting. I think they're still sorting the grid out, maybe. So everybody's readied up.
Split strategies going on as well.
Oh yeah, Fred is the only one, and Chris as well, on softs. Everyone
Yeah.
else is on mediums.
So for our viewers, if you can't see that, in the top left-hand corner, it'll tell you what driver is starting on what tyre. So the yellow circle with the M in is clearly the medium tyre, and then with the orange circle with the black writing with the S is the soft compound.
Interestingly, Callum's changed his mind.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
think-
he was on sauce, wasn't he?
He's on the reverse of Fred there, I think. So
I think that's still the best optimum strategy in this game, going medium first.
yeah, for me it is too.
Use
Yeah,
the force.
Fred gotta pull away from the pack really quickly if he wants this strategy to work, because he's gonna be on the slow side at the end of the race with the charging Callum and Mikey behind him.
If anybody wants to be deafened, go and spectate the number 7 Porsche.
Yeah, I can hear him do it. Yeah, there you go, enjoy that. Usman's made a very interesting comment. You think UAL should retire the M6?
If PD, you want to give us another BMW to replace it?
I'm just saying, if the M8 came, Kaz, I'd be very grateful.
Yeah. I am here for flip's sake.
Well, at least he didn't put another F-bomb in there. That's all right.
Yeah. For fudge.
Yeah, fudge. Anyway,
if you scroll down a little bit further as well, you see a nice Ford Mustang there.
There you go. There it is.
I have to get my kicks somehow.
Well, Iggy's already done his cheeky plug for Iggy Design, so you might as well get yours in.
There you
It's
go.
your turn now. Yep. Oh, Mikey isn't soft as well.
Oh, that's
So
a late
it's-
call. It's a very late
Yeah.
call. Michael, straight from the pit lane, not my best quality, screwed up timing up, so he didn't get that quite right then.
Yeah, but he's still in front of Joe, who's his close rival. They're clearly the one better than ours.
There is
Before
Joe.
in the standings.
In the-
Although,
Here's a question for you two. Obviously, all three of us race before they start the race.
Go on then.
Do you think it's better to pit during qualifying and take on a fresh set, or carry on with your momentum and just go straight for it?
depends on the rate of the tire wear, because sometimes it's better to just stick out and get another lap in, because you lose almost 2 laps of flying laps because you do an in lap, out lap. And well, I don't know, sometimes it's just better, because sometimes, especially sub softs, can just go off and you lose time massively. Sometimes it's just better to pit, put pressure rubber on.
Yeah, I only do it very occasionally. But anyway, here we are. We're about to take the race start, and the lights come on. 4 red lights, and we are racing.
formation lap.
Oh no, it's not yet. Sorry.
Second bottle in the Roma.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry. See, that proves how much I
When you
know.
called race start, then I got very intrigued because Fred's car moved away very slowly.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Right, anyway, there we go. So, rolling start. Oop. Up and down the field there. And now I feel like a complete tool.
I think it's a bit of lag as well, picking up from watching Fred's car at the minute at the front.
There you go. I'm
Travelling
plugging.
all over the road.
I'm plugging your Ford right now, Mitch, on the stream.
Thank you. That is a an Artemis Racing Team prepared
Money
Ford
laundering.
Mustang there.
For the money laundry, yeah.
Yes, my money laundering scheme. Being run by obviously Revs tonight in the very capable hands of Mr. Stephen Pye.
Bloody hell! I thought Matt was going to bin it then, and he dropped it.
Jordan's
Coco
usually
bit it.
famous for spinning an information lap.
Yeah, Staffis did bin it on the formation lap on Sunday in P1.
Yep.
That was quite funny to watch. We thought it was his new tyre warming strategy.
To the extreme.
I mean, it worked.
I think he did. So, BMW, Mercedes, BMW, Porsche, Corvette, Mercedes, Aston Martin, and a Ford.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just on my screen, but there's a lot of lag from Fred.
I don't see any, to be
I-
honest. Yeah.
I'm alright on mine.
Yep.
Might be my connection to the lobby.
Oh, Mike just did a bit then, as in Mikey, sorry.
It's not confusing at all, is it? With
No, Mike,
the
Mikey,
same
oh.
name. Who mixes 2 mics?
Aye. So here we go then, on the back straight they come. There's the telemetry for you. Tyre wear.
It's a very German affair in the top 5 positions.
We did, fully enough.
At the German track, of course.
And yeah. That
Let's
is
not get
my,
into accents.
yeah, that is my very part. Oh, Mikey's took the bollard out already.
Gone. There we
Well,
go.
there we go.
Yeah.
That's one way of getting rid of
Everybody
it.
has bet on that one.
Too many mics in the UAL. Hi, Florian. I
They're
think
ready
that's
to start.
right. Here we go then. It is round 5 of the UAL GTC, and they'll be going green
Imagine
now.
under the BMW
There we go,
boots.
and we're
they're doing
racing.
summer.
But look at Mike with a great start, and Joe. Oh, Chris
Chris
Peters hit
Pease in
the
Aston.
yeah, hit the wall, I think.
Mike on
Fred's-
the inside.
Callum's
Into
very
the-
big.
Oh,
Callum's
Callum's gone for it.
Oh,
Hits him in the
Mikey,
rear.
Callum.
Oh,
Fred keeps his lead, Callum's second, Mike is still third. Matt, wow, it's so kicking off for P4 right now.
Chris Pease with a dive bomb there on Jordan, and he gets it done though. And Chris has got his hands on still.
Mike is in the inside. Joe just not able to take this position. He's going to be on the inside in the next corner.
No, yeah, he's
Mike
back
just
up.
closes the door. Fred is pulling away already. 1 second to Callum.
All over the back of Mikey as well.
Can I just say, not shocked? Sorry,
Long
Fred.
race, yeah.
Mike is a bit slidey. And Joe is now under attack from Chris because in soft tyres. So Chris is going to be faster in the softest stage of the race.
Callum's on mediums, isn't he?
Yep.
Compared to Fred soft, so there'll be a pace deficit there.
Say, Chris
Callum
needs to
just
get this move done.
Yeah, Callum just needs to keep Mikey behind him. Just stick to his race. That's how to drive the car. But he's already 1.6 seconds behind Fred. Wow, Fred is pulling away really fast.
Here comes Chris Pease there, he's in the slipstream with Joe Bramble. He's got a good run on him.
His right bumper.
And can he get it out of there? Joe defends. Good Chris send. I think he's gonna. No, no, I don't think he is. No, he's
out.
Chris going for the optimum strats as well with his left indicator on.
Very, yeah. He's doing a Wace.
Yeah.
As Wace once did that the whole race. Stephen Pye didn't make any positions up in that Ford there.
And Mikey rides on the right rear bumper of Callum. Goes to the inside, then comes back.
Oh, he's diving
he dives
out.
down the inside. Is he gonna? Yes, yes. Callum's wide. But Callum's gonna be on the inside in this corner, and he keeps his second position for now. This battle really helps Fred out because he's pulling away further and further.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred's gone. 2.5 seconds now.
But this is where Iggy wishing he had a radio down to Callum being his team boss. Just let him go, let him go.
If you're watching the stream, if you want to pop any questions in there, we'll be happy to answer them.
Yep.
Oh, Mikey's got past Callum. It's a good move.
Wise now, probably just let him go a little bit.
Yeah, he can stick behind him with his slipstream, save some fuel, save time in the pistol, but he tries to go around the outside.
It looks like he's.
Gonna work.
I'm saying it looks like he's fighting him there.
Probably not the wisest decision. You can stay behind, save fuel in the slipstream, probably jump him in the pit stops.
3.2 seconds over Mikey.
And Chris overtook Joe. Chris into
he did.
6.
Joe having a nightmare as well. Chris is on the soft tyres, isn't he?
He is, yes. Yes,
yeah,
he is.
Chris
He said it there.
him down the inside into hairpin. I'm able to bring up the instant replay now. Unfortunately, you cannot see it on stream, but you will in this TM.
New features being trialled sometimes.
Chris with the fastest overall time in Sector 2.
He's got some power last in mind.
Yep.
You proved that. Oh, people corner cutting there. That's a bit naughty.
And
Where's
Chris is
Eduardo?
already on the back of Mike. He's very rapid and the soft tires.
Fred fastest lap, 154 dead, pretty much.
That's a whole second faster than Mikey.
I'm telling you, Fred's in another league of his own.
Incredible pace.
Chris is a little bit wide.
A bit wide, yeah.
Maybe a bit of dirty air from the back of this Porsche. Down the inside, a little bit of contact there. Mike stays in front. Chris is going to have this.
Good, Chris Pease is on the inside. I think he's going to have him.
Inside.
Yep, got him. Good move, Chris. Mike's fighting. Mike's fighting.
Now it's probably better to let him go. Chris is on the faster tyre. Yep, and Chris is up into P5.
Quite a huge pace difference in terms of grip levels between the two compounds.
Yep, especially in the first sector.
Yeah.
Huge. I'm getting a bit of lag from Chris Pease there. Oh, Chris is not good out the hairpin. Porsche's right with him.
Aston should have the power though in that V12.
Will Mike send it? Nope. Thinks better of it.
very close
He's
to three.
right
It's very,
him,
very
yeah.
close. Just
And
pointing
Joe
out,
is a little bit
Jordan.
under-
Yeah, from Jordan.
He's right in the back of Joe. He's got the Corvette power. Probably too far back at this point.
Surprised Jordan didn't duck into Joe's slipstream then up the hill.
Oh, Mike! Wow, Mike almost spun and lost the position to Joe.
That's
Down
not
to
good.
P7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
under massive pressure from Jordan now into turn 1. Unless he has to run back at Joe.
Oh,
right, so he's
Mike.
rear bumper.
I'm gonna say Mike had a squirrely on there at the final corner.
911 RSR proved a bit of a handful in the slower corners.
Here comes Joe. Joe's gonna try and defend
Send
for
it.
Mike. Mike's gonna send it.
Yes,
Yeah, I think Mike
down
sended
inside.
it. Oh,
Oh, there's a bit of
Contact
contact. Yep.
there's Jordan. Can Jordan? No,
And
Jordan
Jordan's
can't.
right there. Yeah.
Couldn't capitalise, but he's there. Good racing. Mike's wide though. Joe's on the inside.
Joe's back at him.
Joe's back at
Oh,
him.
3 wide almost. Oh, Jordan's
Jordan's
three wide.
Jordan's gone to Austria.
Mike's
There's
on the
Jordan.
inside in this corner. Oh, Joe does a switchback. Very nice, but he's going to be on the outside for the next
Steven's
corner,
catching all
probably
three
not
of them, by the way,
position.
in that Ford.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the front, it's still 3.6 seconds from teammate to teammate. Fred's still leading Mikey. With Callum in third, Matt in fourth, Chris now in fifth. Gapped that battle trio going quite well.
It's a solid job from Matt as well in P4.
It is very.
Yeah, very solid.
Last lap round he was 7/10 slower than Chris P's though, 5th, so it could be.
Matt is
a
on the
fight.
medium tyres, so Chris is on the soft. So Chris has got to push. He's got to push.
Big
Yeah, if you-
advantage on the soft tire, yeah.
If you start on soft tyres, you've just got to go flat out.
Oh, that's a very big train behind Mike. Face of Joe, Jordan, and then Steve right behind
Wow.
P9.
okay.
Could be struggling just with fire temperature, just getting them mediums up,
Yep.
up into the operating window.
Mike's trying to break the slipstream.
Iggy tactic.
Yep.
Oh, he's a bit deep in the chicane.
So,
Oh, Mike's got to wiggle on again.
Yeah, if I'm in Joe's position, I'll probably stick behind for now, save some fuel. Well, and now he's got 2 cars behind him as well, so probably want to get in front of this pack. Sends it down the inside of Mike.
Wow. Great
Mike
move,
does a
but
switchback
Mike's
now.
the switch. Oh, there's contact. There was a bit of a contact there.
Brilliant racing.
That's a good livery, by the way, Joe, if you rewatch this. I do like your Coke livery. Coca-Cola
Mike is
sponsors.
struggling with grip. He's sliding so much all over the track, especially in the exit of the slow speed corners.
He is. To be fair, I think Chris... I would have thought Chris pulled out a bit more than that. He's only 4 seconds ahead of Mike. I'm surprised by that.
I think Chris caught Matt, but by like 7/10 this lap.
Last time round,
Oh, I
Chris
think
was
he
actually
has, yeah.
3 tenths slower than that.
Oh,
Yeah, 56.8 for Matt and a 57.1 for Chris.
Chris must have had some sort of issue because the soft should be a lot better than that.
Listen, SSE still a 1-2 out front.
but gap stays pretty much the same. Fred's not pulling away from his teammate, but Mike is pulling away from Callum. It's almost 6 seconds now between them. But Callum is on the medium strategy, obviously.
I do believe, and I still believe, that the optimum strategy is going mediums first. So I reckon Callum's probably in a good position. You just can't let them get too far ahead. Got to
Yeah,
keep
he
that
doesn't
within
lose
reason.
too much.
Yeah. By the way, not Callum. Matthew's keeping Callum honest though. He's still on the same pitch rate. So is Chris Pease, funny enough. Actually, so is Mike and Joe.
Yeah, Matt mediums as well.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So these medium
Callum.
runners are still pretty not tied together, but they're within reason within each other.
Mike goes defensive into the first corner. Joe around the outside, probably gonna do the switchback. Nope, not quite enough.
I believe these two have had a right ding dong all season long, have they not, Joe and Mike?
Yes, every race, every single race this season, these two have been battling.
This goes back to
race law.
previous championships as well. I mean, I remember BLN, me, Mike, and Joe had a three-way battle round here in the last format of UAL GT. Me, Mike, and Joe yet again had great races at the Red Bull Ring, and I'm pretty sure Nurburgring again.
Indeed, I remember that.
Oh, Steve overtook Jordan, but lost so much time to Joe. Jordan is in last place now. Wow, you must have.
Wow.
Long way back.
Yeah.
Jordan's
you
had an
must
issue
have had
then.
an issue. I think it might have involved Steve as well, because he's 2.5 seconds behind Joe. He was right behind him.
Steven's last lap was a 58.7, Jordan's was a 2.06.
Oof.
I
Probably
think
a spin from
I
Jordan.
maybe threw a gravel trap as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, we missed that on the stream. I apologise.
Let me try. Watch it back if I can.
Fred, new fastest lap, 153.927. Yeah. There's
Well,
Carl.
he gapped Mikey by 7 cents since the last time we checked on him. It
That's-
was 3.5 and it's 4.6 now. It's 1.2 seconds now.
That is insane.
Well, he's pushing his tires way less than Mikey. Mikey's tire was way worse than Fred's. Wow, Callum on mediums and Fred on softs have the exact same tire wear. Fred is really, really nice on his tires.
I think that might be the benefit of a wheel user as well, because he uses the wheel.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, BMW could be a bit softer as well, I think. Being a bit of a bigger car, a bit more suspension movement.
Wow, Mikey lost 2 seconds. Wow, what happened to him? His fronts are going off.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's pushing a bit too hard.
Yeah.
By the way, just to point out, Mike is catching Chris Pease.
Yes, soft
Last lap was
tire
faster.
runners. Yeah, soft tire runners probably feeling the tire wear already. It's only been 8 laps, but fronts are going off. Crazy for Mikey, yeah.
So, would you call it a one stop or a two stop potentially?
It's one stop on fuel, but in terms of tires, you might... I don't know. You're probably not going to have that big of a pace advantage to do 2 stop. I think it's better to struggle on those softs to the middle point of the race and go on mediums. Save 1 stop.
There comes Matthew into the final chicane. And now round to the final corner.
Yeah, he pulled away massively from Chris. Mediums are walking better now at this point of the race.
Field is quite spread out now as well.
It is.
There's a couple of seconds between each car.
The
Mike's-
closest battle we have is between Chris and Mike. Mike's 2 seconds behind and Joe's 2.5 seconds behind Mike.
I was going to say, Mike again was faster that lap by 2/10 on Chris. So the
He's
yes,
overheating his front a little bit.
the S electrical number 7 911 RSR GT is catching that GT3 Vantage V12.
But if you look at the best laps for each car, Fred and Mikey are less than a tenth apart. Obviously both out front on the softs. Then on a 53.9 for Fred and a 54.0 for Mikey. Then it's Callum on a 55.7.
Yeah, last lap was his fastest one.
Yeah, so obviously those mediums starting to come on strong a little bit now.
Just to point out as well, the two BMWs ahead of the Mercedes and Callum have got a bit better fuel wear as well.
Yep.
Not by much, but if you flick through it, you'll notice there is a bit of an increase between the BMW and the Mercedes.
And then Matt's in the 56s, and pretty much everybody after that is in the 57s. So it's incredibly close from 5th to 9th in terms of lap times.
We could be on for an interesting ending to the race. So there's Matthew
Very
Hawkins.
Very intrigued to watch back and see what happened to Jordan. How he lost 10 seconds on that one lap.
I wonder if there was contact, or did Jordan just make him say? I reckon he must have made him sick and got in the gravel, maybe. Or outbraked himself into turn 1, maybe. Could be.
Could be. I don't think Stephen was near enough at the time.
Stephen's not normally that kind of guy that would go for unnecessary moves.
No, I think he would have waited as well if there was any sort of contact.
I think that might be self-inflicted.
Steve ran wide at the F1 chicane.
Steve in the Artemis prepared Ford.
Yeah.
Callum continues to lose time to Fred, even though mediums are fast at this point. Fred saved his tires way better than everybody else. He's got the same tire as Callum on mediums.
Not surprised.
He's very consistent.
Like Mark said, that could literally be the difference between using dual shock 4 and using the wheel.
I have noticed when I did the the Super Formula race at Fuji when we were racing. The thing I noticed the most was my tyre wear was considerably much better when I was on a wheel than I was on a controller. It's kind of weird.
Just because you can turn smoother, you're not.
You're not
exactly.
ragging. You're not ragging the car. So I reckon Fred's always. He's very smooth. He's very Alan Prost, Jensen Button style. Very smooth, very calculated. That's high praise, by the way, Fred. If you want to say thank you later. Only joking. Only joking. And a bit of a corner cut there from Fred in the final chicane. Some naughty corner cutting going on here. It's better from Mikey. And here comes Callum.
Nice drift out of the chicane for Mikey.
Yeah. Tokyo Drift. Here comes Cal.
Mike is catching Chris. He's less than a second now behind him, so he's gonna have
flashing.
the slipstream of the car ahead. Yep.
He's doing the classic endurance tactic, flash the headlights, distract the person ahead. Into the braking zone they go.
Or in previous, Mike flying through
Oh,
the
he's
chicane.
really pushing it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just about to say, in previous UAL Championship, flashing lights is just a little flashy flash.
Remember on Project Cars? I remember that
Yeah.
being very controversial. I wonder why, Iggy. Joe's dropped back a bit.
Stephen's in
Steve's in the
pits.
pits. Let's get that.
That's quite another stop.
Here
He
comes
may
the-
be going for a 2-stop.
Are they the Rev boys or are they the Artemis boys, Mitch?
These are the Revs boys if they mess it up, but Artemis boys if they get it right.
Right. I think that might be
Full tank.
yeah, it was.
Did he put on these softs?
He did. He's on the
soft
softs.
I'd imagine that's got to be a 2-stop, hasn't it?
Yeah,
would have thought
that's
so.
quite
Yeah.
a stretch.
Only a third of the way in.
Yep.
Expect another stop about like 20, 22, something like that.
So while we do not have that many action on track, what's your opinion on tomorrow's endurance event? Any favorites for the race?
Oh, I'm excited.
Myself.
Obviously, apart from it.
Well, can I give you a top three? Can I do a top three? I'll let you go first, Mitch.
sure.
Right. Go on, Mitch.
I thought
No,
I'm
doing a top three. No. I'll let you go first. But if you've got a top three, you can do a top three. But if you want to pick your favourite,
Can I be really vain and say me, Lee, and then nobody? You'll be an F.
oh dear.
No. I think genuinely, I forgot who's racing tomorrow. Is Callum racing tomorrow? Jesus.
I can give you a list if we can go over it.
Right, I know straight away Fred's racing, and obviously Stathis is racing, he's always quick.
So here's your list: Joe, Dan, Lee, Wace, myself, Lewis, Mike, Callum, Iggy, yourself, Kieran, Stathis, and Fred.
Right, okay. I'm going to go Stathis, Fred, and Hugh Mark.
Interesting. Well, we'll see.
No pressure.
Fred's going to be there. Either way. Alright,
Yeah,
Fred.
but he's starting last. He's got the whole
He
pack
is.
to go through.
He
And
is.
an unknown car for him as well.
Yes, that as well.
I'm going to be interested. I'm going to say Fred is one of them. I'm going to say Wace is in a run after his very redeeming drive on Sunday. I know I said drive it too many times there. And I think probably Callum. Can never rule out Callum.
For me, it's that final podium spot that's the hardest one to call.
I feel bad I didn't say you again. I should have said you or you.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
There's a problem. There's too many good people. Anyway, go on, Iggy.
My top 3 is Mark for the win.
No pressure now.
Stati second and Callum third. No, Callum second, Stati third.
Interesting.
I believe in Fred, but he's starting last. Yes, he's got the whole 90 minutes to go through the pack, but it's so difficult. Especially with the almost full grid we have for tomorrow. It's going to be real difficult for him.
Overtaking is a bit easier at Spa though, because...
Yes, yeah. Also, the strategy is going to be very interesting tomorrow because we've got quite high fuel consumption, so probably the fuel saving strategy can be a valuable one. I think I'm going to go for the fuel saving strategy.
I know a few people who have already said they're going to go balls out, so I don't know if that's going to work for him. I don't know if it could work, but I don't think it will.
With such a long race and so many pit stops to make, you can save the whole pit stop, maybe even 2 if you save fuel over the course of the race.
I think you're looking at probably mix 3 to 4, I reckon, if you want to start saving. Anything 201. 201, you're pushing it. And that, and then you got lift and coast.
Yeah. I think it's all going to depend on what sort of part of the pack you're in at the certain points.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to save fuel when you're in a battle with 2 other cars. You don't want to lose position, but if you want to save fuel, it can be difficult sometimes.
Interestingly, Mike hasn't got really any sort of closer to Chris in his last few laps. He's just sort of stuck behind him.
His tyre wear's still better, while he is on mediums as well.
Yeah, he's sitting within the 1 second range, probably saving fuel. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's got way more fuel than Chris does.
And he's in the M class.
He's probably going to jump in the pit stop.
Intriguing, Stephen's back ahead of Jordan. Did Jordan pit? Did we miss that?
Yes, he did. Oh, he did pit, yep. Sorry, I apologise again, Jordan. He's got fresh soft tyres on and just a little bit under the full tank. I don't think he topped off fully there.
It's still quite early to make it to the end of softs. I think he's going to go for a 2-star because his tyres are going to be dead by the end of the race at this point.
I mean, considering that Fred's got the best tyre wear so far on the softs, and we're only on lap 13.
Yeah.
There's still another 20 laps to go, and people are already pitting to put them on. That is very ambitious.
Yeah, and Jordan isn't the smoothest driver.
No, and that Corvette isn't the nicest to its tyres at times either.
He's done
only 4 tenths back.
Fred's done 8 laps constantly in the 154s. The lap 7 was his fastest lap at 153.9. He's super consistent, that Belgian. I can't fault him. I cannot fault him.
That's how you win races.
It is.
That was a weird laugh.
It is.
Running around with too many camels.
Oh god, not this again. Hey Iggy, how old's Google?
14. Yes, Mitch, it's not enough.
I'm not saying anything. I'll just launch it. There are people going to watch the stream. I have no idea.
Chris went to the pits.
Oh, he did.
He's now out on the medium tyres.
So that releases Mike.
Yep, you can push now.
Let's follow Mike for a bit then and see what you can do.
I don't know, I think it's too early to switch even to mediums. It's 19 laps till the end. I think it's too much.
For me, for a 1-stop, that's too early.
Yeah.
I think when I go to about lap 19, I would have thought.
Yeah, at least I'd imagine.
Mm.
Maybe do about 10, 12 laps on the softs.
I mean, Mike's good on fuel, so he can push it out for the next 5 laps, 6 laps tops.
Yeah, Chris is gonna have huge problems with fuel. I know that this Aston is very, very thirsty. It's really difficult to keep up with other cars in terms of fuel consumption in Aston.
I think he'll be joining with Stephen and Jordan. I think those two are in that same boat.
Yeah. Jordan dropped way off Mike. It's 9.5 seconds back.
Fred's 12 seconds ahead of Mike. That's insane.
I think Jordan is catching Stephen slightly, ever so slightly.
Yeah, he's got fresh tyres, he can push on fuel.
Interestingly, there was 3 seconds Jordan was quicker than Stephen on that last lap.
Oh yeah, it's only 1.5
Wow.
seconds between them right now.
And he's up on his personal best in that middle sector. Is Jordan.
I mean, Stephen could be fuel saving, Jordan could be pushing those tyres too hard, not playing the long game.
Yeah, Steve was better on fuel than Jordan, and Steve bit it earlier.
It's the battle of the American brands then.
Yep.
I'm totally not biased in this battle.
Yeah. I wonder who you're supporting, Mitch.
Dodge.
God. Well, Jordan did a 156.2 that last lap, and Stephen did his personal best, a 157.7.
Wow, that's some difference.
It is. Jordan's
Stephen
pushing.
must be conserving,
Yep.
surely.
Hopefully Jordan doesn't do the old trick I was catching you, but because Stephen was fuel saving, because I'd been there with Jordan.
Wow, that's very wide from Jordan there.
Here's a shout out to Matt Hawkins, he's doing a cracking job. A bit lonely, but he's doing a good
solid
job.
The Phils. Oh, Mikey's in the pits. Mikey is in the pits.
Oh, here he is. Here comes the purple boys.
Interesting that he'd pick before Fred.
Yeah. Well, wow, look at the difference between Mikey's tyres and Fred's tyres.
That's insane. I apologise, viewers.
Is it gonna be the full tank? I assume.
I'd be a bit silly if he didn't.
Callum's through now into P2.
No, it's
again, it's
almost
just-
a fuel tank.
It's same as Jordan, just shy. Yeah, Callum's gone through, but
Jordan's right on the back of Steve. 4 tenths back.
I reckon Callum's probably good to go for another 4-3 laps, I reckon, on that fuel.
Yeah, but he's gonna lose time right now to Mikey.
It'll be better towards the end. Obviously,
Yeah.
being
I
on,
think he's looking towards the end, yeah.
don't forget Callum's going to be on the soft side at the end
Yeah.
if he does the one stop.
Right now, Fred's got a free pit
Really
stop.
out of the final chicane. Jordan is right on him now.
Yeah, he's gonna have the run out of this corner into the first.
Here comes Jordan then.
Yeah, very solid exit. 3 tenths down. He's gaining. Will Steve defend the inside? Yes, he does.
I think that Ford had the measure of the Corvette then.
Yeah, the Corvette didn't seem to gain as much as I would have thought in the slipstream.
Anyway, here comes Fred into the bus stop. Just so you know, guys, I think Fred now has got himself a free pit stop.
Yeah, it's 27
And he's
seconds
going to pit,
ahead of
yep.
Callum.
Fred's in the box. Here he comes into the pit lane.
Fred's on an incredible opening stint.
And here come the blue boys.
Can these be dubbed Smurfs?
Why not? Fuel goes in. I imagine this will probably be a fuel full tank.
Callum's just through the final chicane.
Yeah, he stays out. Yep, there you go. That's a free stop for Fred. Gets out ahead.
90% of fuel, almost full tank. And he comes out in the lead. Yep, he's pretty much got this race in the back. Callum is yet to pit.
Fred, yeah.
Yeah, 9 seconds. Yeah, that's too much.
Callum will be hoping that the softs are super quick at the end, I think. Lighter car, maybe.
Joe almost lost it. Again, he's 3 tenths back. Probably too far back to attack the chicane.
And
Still
Joe's-
defends the inside.
Joe is in the pits. He almost hit the
Probably
he's hit the
going to be
barrier.
jumped.
Ball grinding.
Literally.
Interestingly, Stephen and Jordan are closing up on Chris Pease.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Stephen very squirrely out of the final corner.
Oh, Jordan's very close, 2 tenths. He's
in the
going
slipstream.
to make a move.
Surely now Stephen's got to defend the inside.
Defense.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just even later on the brakes than Jordan there. Jordan's being a
back
bit more
for Jordan.
cautious than he usually is.
And Joe's back out the pits then, so he's back. He's in last for now. He's on the soft tyres
Yeah,
though
they're
now.
very close to Chris. Much closer than they were before.
I think Chris might be struggling.
Oh, contact there.
Oh, I saw that. Saw the tail end of it.
If Stephen and Jordan play this clever, they could work together and get up to Chris Peace for P6.
Yep. And Mike is still going. He's got very old tires, but he's still going on them. He's probably going to come out behind Chris, but he's gonna
He'll
have
have
a
much better
massive
tires.
advantage. Yeah.
Even though
But
Stephen and Jordan, he'll have
If he
better
comes
tires.
out behind Jordan and Steve, he can be stuck in this traffic because he doesn't have this straight line speed to manage him on the straights.
Mike's very ragged though. He's
Yeah.
making a few errors now.
Tires are giving up on him.
I reckon if make box now. Don't prolong the agony.
Yeah,
That's
last
half
time
points.
Mike was a second slower than Chris.
Fully enough, Matt stays out though. So let's see what Mike does.
Stephen and Jordan are in the 56s, Chris in the 58s, Mike in the 59s.
Mike's really attacking the chicane.
Daniel's
and
just
he's into the pits.
yeah, Mike's in the pits. Daniel's just said on the stream, Fred GTC Drivers Championship confirmed.
Mike in the 50s.
Now at the moment, he's still behind Callum in the standings.
They've had 2 wins each, haven't they?
Yep, this right.
So this will be the soft tyres and imagine a full tank of fuel for the S electrical Porsche.
Chris comes out the final corner. He's gonna jump Mike and probably the Steve and Jordan as well.
I think
That-
we're very close. Yeah.
That Corvette
Yeah.
cannot do anything about that Ford on a straight line.
Could be running too much wing, maybe.
I reckon
Mike
it could
just
be.
comes out of the pits. He's right there and he's
Oh, there
behind
he
all
is.
of them.
But he's
Very
ahead
close.
of Joe though, which is interesting.
Oh, Jordan's
Yeah.
got reset, turn 1. Jordan's got reset.
Oh, what happened there then?
Clearly cut too much of the inside of turn 1. It's reset him back.
Oh,
Very
Jordan.
unfortunate.
But he's still ahead of Joe, who's on a bit of a charge now, with his fresher tyres. 54.4 on that last lap for Joe.
Yeah, he was trying
Wow.
to do switchback on Steve, cut too much and got reset. Yeah.
It's incredible pace from Joe there. Fred's last lap time was 54.3.
There is Fred in the final corner.
Joe, last time round, was the second quickest car on track.
Wow. F for Jordan, says Dan.
Callum's still staying out on the track. That's
I think the
Probably.
longer he stays out, I think it's the harder it's going to be for him at the end. But I reckon that's the correct way of doing it. Well, he's on lap 19. This is the lap I would box. He's just got to hope that he can catch Mikey at the end.
A whole pit stop, isn't it? That he's got to make
Yeah,
back up,
he's-
essentially.
That's a tall order. And
Then
he's-
again, we have seen that there's a good second and a half. Matt's into the pits now. A second and a half, 2
Mike
seconds.
is right behind Steve. Yep, oh, sorry.
We'll have a look at that in a minute, but here comes the other MRT boys on the BMW. Right, so here we
It's
are.
getting very close now between Chris Pease, Stephen Pye, and now Mike
Oh,
Earls.
Mike Earls is not. Mike corner cutting a bit there, but he's backed off. That's wise. That's very wise, Mike.
It's gonna be really difficult to overtake this Mustang because he's got the straight line speed, plus the slipstream of Chris to keep him ahead of Mike.
And Joe is right behind Jordan.
He is. Let's see now how the Mercedes gets on down the straight. I think already he's closing him in before they've even got past the start-finish line.
Jordan
Oh,
moves to the
look at
side,
that.
To the
still goes
inside.
down
I
the
think
inside.
that goes to show
Good
how much the
move.
Corvette is struggling with
Struggling,
the straight
yeah.
line speed.
Yeah.
Good move.
I think-
Nice move.
I think
Yep.
Jordan's running way too much wing there.
He's doing a Chris cut. Oh, he's on the inside. He's got him. Jordan's got back ahead of Joe. What a move from Jordan.
Wow.
Mike's
And
fighting.
then Joe's on the
against Chris now.
inside. Oh wow. Oh yes, he
Mike
is.
is nearly
Sorry.
ahead of Chris Pease. Around the outside, can he
Runs.
make it?
That's brave.
Oh, he's going for
He's
it.
going for it. He's on the grass.
he's on the
Oh
grass.
no. Oh no,
Oh,
no,
he just
no,
missed
no. Good fighting there from everybody in the up and down the path. Jordan's still ahead of Joe, by the way.
Basically, Mike didn't lose that much time there.
If you can, Iggy, I'd re-watch that move that Jordan did on Joe. That was a cracking move.
Yep, let me bring up an instant replay. Oh, no, it's too late already.
Oops.
Watching
But it was a good move. It's on the stream,
Mike
Jordan.
Mike is now ahead of Chris Pease.
Yep.
Not surprised. There's another soft compound. Now Stevens all over Chris.
Can that Mustang?
Oh, Chris is very wide.
That's going to compromise him now into this run up to the chicane.
Callum stayed out. Callum stayed out, and Mikey is catching him.
Callum's going for a very
long stint.
Strategy here.
He is.
Joe's right behind Jordan.
Here we go. He's gonna send it. Nope, I don't think he can. No, he's backed out.
That's it, Joe. Get a better run out of here now. Line him up through the final corner.
V8 versus V8. Better exit from Joe. Way better exit from Joe. And now he's in the slipstream. Mike's gapping Chris and Stephen already. Right, can Joe do it again? Jordan's wise. Oh, he's going for it! Oh! Oh, Jordan's compromised. He compromised himself. Yep, there you go.
And Joe's through to P8. Still way back from Mike. Way back.
Ah.
And Mikey is only 1 second behind Chris. Oh, Callum, sorry.
I think Stephen's lost a little bit of time to Chris Bees through this opening sector. Oh, Chris is running. Oh, Chris is off. Chris is.
Oh, yes, he is.
That's going to Stephen through, surely.
Callum needs to pit now, and he does.
And yes, by the way, Dan, he has. Jordan has pitted, and yes, there's Callum.
I think Callum's the only one that hasn't pitted. He's in now.
Yep.
So he'll be onto the soft tyres.
Yep.
Will he get out ahead of Matt? I mean, Matt's heading to the final chicane.
I think he will.
Yeah, I think Callum is safe.
Yep. By comfortable margin.
But he's 16 seconds behind Mikey. I don't think he's gonna close that big of a gap until the end of the race.
So
I hope he does, but
what does that do for the points, Iggy?
Let me take a look real quick. So in that case, Fred and Callum are gonna be level on points, but Fred is gonna be ahead because he's got one more win if he wins this race.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Mike is gonna overtake Joe in the standings.
He's having a solid run in P5. Very solid.
Yep.
Chris held on.
Racing P4.
Chris held on, by the way, and Joe's catching the pair of them.
Oh, this is a very interesting battle.
This is going to be very interesting. Very.
Joe on the freshest tyres out of these three. You can see just how much the Mercedes can just hook up that inside curb.
So much more confident.
Steve's tyres are almost dead at this point.
Yeah,
oh, he's on the inside. Great move. Yeah. Stephen just saw him at the end there. Good move there.
Very tactical by Joe.
But Stephen's on the inside. Yeah, he's on the inside. Oh, Joe's a bit on the grass.
Fred's in the pits.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Now, this is very interesting.
Ooh.
Same Fred's on the mid.
He's got a gap. He can pit for softs and just make sure.
Yeah, back on soft. So yeah, there you go. He's run both compounds, but he didn't put fuel in. So you think he's good to go?
Yeah. And Mike as well.
I think that's
Callum. Callum's gonna jump Mikey.
They've noticed Callum on those
soft tyres, bit of fuel. No, I don't think he is. Mikey's ahead.
Yeah, I forgot about fuel.
I think Callum has.
Yeah, that's game over.
Yeah, I think that's game over.
Very, very clever from the two BMWs there.
Yeah.
SSE is it?
That's the one. Yeah.
Start screaming surprises. Yeah, I think Callum's been sold a dummy one there. I think he stayed out a bit too long for my liking. Right, anyway, back to that battle.
Joe now trying to go on the outside once again. Should get a better run through here, surely.
Jordan's catching all three of them again. It's a good battle, this.
Jordan's very low on fuel. He's gonna have to stop once again.
Yeah, he is.
Very low, much lower than everybody else.
It's very interesting with Jordan and fuel because he ran out of fuel on at the end of Sunday's race.
Yeah.
And Joe's going to go around the outside, turn one, but Chris is going to defend it.
Don't lose that to Stephen as well, yeah.
Oh, he's on the inside now.
Make
Chris is gonna.
Just about to get it. Yep.
Joe's got it.
Up into P6.
Good move from Joe. Well, can Chris
And
come
now
back?
and now Joe is going to stay ahead of Mike in the standings. He's only one position behind, so only 1 point behind. In the standings, he's 2 points ahead of Mike. So he keeps his 4th position at the moment.
Worth knowing, I think Joe will be also good to go towards the end. His fuel suggests I think he's alright. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, no, Chris, Steve and Jordan are going to have to stop at least one more time. Unless they fuel save all the way to the end.
11 laps to go after this one.
Chris a bit wide there at the hairpin. Stephen's got a good run on him.
It's not really an overtaking place there.
No,
Though,
it's not. Schumacher S is that? Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's going to stick behind there.
Oh, Stephen's in the gravel. He's in the gravel. Jordan's gonna. Oh, Chris is off.
Chris lost it.
Chris has lost it. Oh no! And he's held it. No, yes, no, no.
Wow, very unfortunate.
Oh, what a shame.
And Jordan is now up into P7. Very solid.
I wonder if there might have been slight contact from the Ford and the Aston there. I couldn't really tell.
I don't know. I think Stephen was a bit too far behind for that.
I don't know, Iggy. Have you got the instant replay, or can you not view it?
Yeah, I only caught the part when he spun already. I think he just lost it by himself.
What an unlucky. Jordan's in the pits though.
Jordan's in the pits.
Stephen's in the pits
as well. He just dived into the pits behind Jordan.
Well, Chris did. Surely he will.
Chris has surely got to respond. No, he's not. He's staying out.
Maybe he's just thinking there's not a lot of laps left.
Are they going to take on tyres, the pair of this? Both. Take it on tyres, bit of fuel.
Just going to race to the fuel, huh?
Stephen's out. Stephen's out. Stephen's gone ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan.
Is this right?
Oh wow.
Oh, will he?
On the inside, no, not quite.
Oh. Good racing.
Aston Martin shouldn't be too much trouble now for the Mustang and the Corvette. They're fresher tyres.
I'm going to say it should be easy pickings.
Then again, Chris is a wily old racer.
He is. I can vouch for that. I've raced against him many times in a kart.
He always knows the right place to position his car.
Steve's right behind them. Chris is gonna have to defend the inside. No, he doesn't, but Steve's too far back to attack.
Can I just point out, apologise, you can hear an ambulance or something in the background. The top 6 are very spread out and are in their own race right now. Everybody's got a bit of space themselves.
Yeah, at least 8 seconds behind him. The closest gap is between Callum and Mikey.
Oh, here comes Stevens really on the attack on Chris. Chris is keeping his line, keeping his powder dry there. Stevens just got to buy his time, get in the slipstream, get a good exit.
Yeah, switch back on him. No, Chris just
not quite.
On the apex.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good exit though.
That's a good run.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is a very good run. I think he's got it. He's on the inside. Yes, he is.
That's going to be outside for the chicane. It's a difficult
Chris
position
now,
to take.
Go, I think.
Yeah, I think. Oh, there's contact. There's contact. Yeah, he's letting go.
Yeah.
And where's Jordan?
Right.
There's Jordan. Look at the exit from Jordan.
Chris
goes on the inside.
Oh, there's contact. Oh, that was a bit naughty.
It's always tight making a move into that final corner.
Yeah, but he's got advantage.
And they are getting a blue flag.
Oh, Chris is back ahead of him.
How come when they getting the blue flag? That's a bit weird.
Fred is just going to the final corner now.
I was going to say they shouldn't be getting a blue flag. It's a bit weird. A bit too early.
I think Jordan gave the position back to Chris.
I think he did, yeah.
Just front wide now. Jordan. It's not quite close enough.
Just got to keep cool. Just got to get that line hooked up. Get a better exit.
9 laps left. Stevens on fresh tyres. Could he close down 12 seconds to Joe, maybe? Or is that too much for
I think Joe's got more fuel as well. I don't know. Could do.
I think the only battle at this point is Chris and Jordan. John's got tyre advantage and fuel advantage as well. John down the inside probably. Nope. Not yet.
Not quite. Into the Schumacher S as we go. Chris learns his lesson from last time. Jordan's got a bare run though. Here comes Jordan. He's going to go on the inside, I reckon. There we
Probably
go.
should wait for the straight.
Yeah, he's just going to wait. Hook it up into this corner. Make Chris work for it. That's it, Jordan. That's it. Now get on the inside.
He's pushing him through this corner.
He's
So
really
much more grip in his tyres.
Chris is making it not easy for him. And Mike's in the pits. Mike just pitted, by the way. On fresh tyres. It's interesting.
Yeah, he got a gap. He
he's
saw
alright.
what Brad and Mikey did to Callum. Probably. Yeah, that's probably the right decision.
Four-wheel drift out of turn 1 there from Mike.
Maybe just trying to just throw it in for a fastest lap, see what you can do.
And Jordan still can't get past Chris.
Yeah, Chris positions his car right in the middle, so you cannot go.
He's on the
from
inside though.
enough.
Here we go.
Now Joe.
He's going to
Jordan
outbrake
goes down
himself. Can Chris get the
Chris
cut
with a
back?
switchback.
No, he can't.
Slide,
Yeah.
And Jordan's through to P8.
Really amazed at how much that Corvette's struggling down the straight.
Oh, Chris is definitely struggling.
Yeah, probably shorter gears, more downforce. Jordan's famous for setting his gears wrong.
Yes.
Oh no, have I got my gears right, boys?
Oh dear. Not going into that one.
Yeah, Chris is struggling with his tyres, he's sliding in every corner.
Funny if you mention gears, I've got a message on my phone of Stephen while I was still out saying, "What gears do you recommend for tonight?"
Oh, pretty
Fred's
good.
coming up to
Hate
lap
saying.
him soon.
Yep, I'm not surprised. Fred's been in a class of his own again.
And Callum's got the fastest lap. And
oh,
Matthew's
yeah.
in the pits.
Into the pits. It seems like everybody knows he's going for that extra stuff.
Yeah, there's such big gaps between everybody.
Is there a point for fastest lap in this series? I forgot.
Nope.
No,
No,
right,
it's
so
not.
it's just for pride then.
What Fred asked at the end of round
But
1.
there will be a point for fastest lap at Touring Cars Season 2, which is going to start at the end of February, probably.
Cheeky plug again.
You hosting that one by any chance, Iggy?
Yes, that's me.
I mean, if season 1 of Touring Cars ended to go by, it should be a great season.
That
Yeah.
commentator was superb.
I watched
Longer
your-
races for Season 2 as well, so
Is,
more laps, more action.
is Peter returning?
Oh, I hope. The famous Peter.
I actually watched that race back today.
Yeah. I hope Matt doesn't repeat this TC race he's talking about. He lost his lead in the end there.
Gave you the win though. Gave you the win and the championship.
Yep.
Jordan's caught up to Stephen, by the way.
Oh, 1 second only.
Yeah.
Very wide though.
The
Fred's
heat
getting
is
ever
on.
closer as well to the back of.
Yeah, but we've seen it's one thing to catch and whole other thing to overtake, especially with this Corvette struggling in a straight line compared to Mustang.
Yeah. I can guarantee you, as soon as this part in this stream is done, Jordan will start to complain about the gears.
Yeah.
Gears, downforce, power,
Being reset as well.
Yeah. being reset.
Colour of the car.
Time of the day.
The type of fuel.
Didn't get square tyres.
Seat is too small.
Wrong cereal for breakfast. All
Air
those things.
conditioning isn't working.
Dirty socks. Can always blame Google, eh?
Oh dear. What have we come to, boys?
Anyway, battle resumes on track.
Dan has just commented, professional.
Yeah.
I presume that's about Fred. Oh, Jordan's got a better run out the final
Jordan.
corner. Oh,
Around the outside of Steve.
is he going to do it?
He's got him.
He's got him.
Oh,
Not-
not quite. A little bit of a slide on the exit. He's gonna have the slipstream though.
Will he be able to get past that
him.
Mustang? Blue flag's waving yet again.
Fred's on the start finish race, so yeah, I think that's correct now.
John around the inside. Oh, outside. Sorry.
He's just gonna hang it out there. He's gonna hang it. He's done it. He's done it.
Wow, what a nice move.
He's
Wow.
done that. That's twice he's done that. Good move, Jordan. Good
Very
move.
nice, very
Steve
nice.
just needs to stick with him until I get back round to the straight.
Oh, that's a little bit of a corner card from Jordan there.
Chris really struggling with the tyres on that Aston now.
Yeah, it's a shame. He was in very good position. P5 at some point, I think.
He was, yeah, P5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fred's in the
About to
same
come to
sector as
lapping.
him now. So.
Yeah, right. He's on the same bit of tarmac there.
It's always disheartening as a driver, isn't it, when you see the blue flags start popping up?
Very.
What could
So,
it be?
your driver of the day in this race.
Oh, I'll let you go first, Mitch.
Straight away, Matt, I think. Just solid, solid job in fourth. He's 21 seconds ahead of Mike. You know, yeah, it's a great job.
Yeah, I agree.
I
I'd
think
say
I'll-
Jordan.
Yeah, that's a good shout. It is a very good shout after all the errors he's put in and reset.
Yeah, he stayed in his starting position. I think he started 7th, but he's had very, very good battles along the way. Yep, being reset doesn't help, but still, he defends his position right now. Steve, he's done a very good job. Very clean race.
If you're watching the stream, there's my driver of the day. That'll be Joe. I think Joe's from a not very good start. He's clawed his way back up, but Jordan is catching Joe.
Oh wow.
They were on the same straight, but I think I will
Yeah,
give
Joe-
Joe driver of the day. He has managed to come over a hurdle clearly and get on with it, but now he's struggling.
Yeah, Jordan's got much fresh tires.
Tyres, and Steven's
Joe.
catching as well. He's right there. It was either between Joe or Mike for me. I think Mike's had a solid run.
Yeah, true.
I'm not lying. Jordan's really catching Joe.
He is, he's gapped Stephen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 1 second in the first sector. He gained.
Looks like we've got Brandon Doe with us in the stream. He's put Fred driver of the day, 100%.
If Jordan overtakes Joe, he's the driver of the day. In my eyes, 100%.
If he gets this, then yeah, I'd have to agree. I
He's
think
made one more stop than Joe as well, hasn't he?
he has, yeah.
So that's
The
impressive.
stop is working. Yeah, it's actually a valuable strategy.
Nothing against Fred, but he's had a bit of a lonely race, quiet race, been a bit easy for him, I think.
Yeah.
Again, I hate to say it.
Just had the pace, hasn't he? It's just
Yeah, he's just a class of his own right now. Can't follow him there.
I think we might need to have a new driver ranking system. We'll have Fred, Pro-Am. Like how Top Gear did with the fridge.
But I did outrace Fred once in Brazil, second round of WEC. We had a really good battle until the end.
He's beatable. I've beaten him a few times. Just point out, Jordan lost about 1.7 seconds to Joe. And now he's gaining a bit.
Jordan gained 2 seconds on this lap. 2 seconds.
It's incredible.
He drops it and then gains it. And there's Fred. You can just see him in the background there.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't interrupt this fight.
Chris has decided to call it a day and head into the pits.
I think that's a bit late, Chris, for us. I think you should have done that a bit earlier.
It's going to be very hard for Jordan to overtake Joe. Joe's very aggressive in his overtaking and defending as well, so he's not going to give up this position that easy.
Oh, Jordan a bit
wide
wide,
there.
very, very wide.
And Joe loves a good dive bomb as well, so if he gets a sniff, he'll just run it back up the inside of Jordan.
Oh god, yeah.
1.2 seconds between them.
It's Elmo
And Jordan's
versus
still
Hee Hee.
gaining.
We should have a graphic saying like the WEC, the duel.
Yep.
Jordan's always asking us for a nickname. I suppose we could maybe give him one here tonight, really christen him.
I'd just say
Hearing
we should
Master.
call him the Hee Hee.
The Hee-Hee?
Yeah. Because you know that laugh he does?
The He-Man.
Hee man.
Less than a second now between them. He's got the
It's
slipstream.
the heat is on.
Oh, Mark with the 80s tunes coming out there.
You're welcome.
You're worth it.
Everybody, I think it is an award for you. Everybody wants to rule the world, especially Fred. Anyway, what are you going to say?
He's going the right way about it.
Yeah, I was just pointing out that Jordan is already 8 tenths back behind Joe. He's got the slipstream. It's going to be easy for him to stick with Joe.
Only problem is,
6
though,
tenths, 5 tenths now. Wow.
he did kind of cut the chicane a little bit there, but this is his problem. His gears are not correct, or his downforce not correct, because that Merc is pretty damn quick. He's catching, but I don't think he's going to get him.
Another second gain in this half. Wow.
He's got 3 laps to do it.
He didn't even get any 10th down the straight then.
Yeah. Stayed the same. Oh, Joe's a bit wide. The gap's down to 4 tenths.
Jordan's actually right on the rear wing of that Mercedes to get it into
3
turn
tenths now. Joe's a bit wide again. Styles are giving up on him.
By the way, Brandon, there are quite a lot of spots open in GTC, so if you want to get in contact Joe.
Side by side. Jordan's on the outside.
Oh,
Joe.
there's door banging, it's door banging. And Joe's gonna...
They hang around the outside. We saw that go wrong.
Oh,
Jordan, hold it. Down the inside. Wow, what a move from Jordan. Wow, this is amazing. Awesome.
Right.
Absolutely awesome.
I will agree with taking back driver of the day. We're giving it to Jordan now then.
Wow, very, very solid drive.
That move, well done, Jordan, very classy.
I hope
Nicely
he
done.
holds this position until the end of the race, but Joe's tyres are gone.
Joe's right on the back of him now, though, again.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that Merc in a straight line. So,
speed of that Merc.
yeah.
You'll be having a look at him into this next corner.
John defends the inside.
He's going around the outside. Can he?
They've got Fred coming up behind them as well, so they're going to have to watch
No.
out for that.
No grip to hold it on the inside.
This is where
Round
I
the
reckon
inside. Come on, maybe.
the Corvette's going to struggle in this straight line sector bit. Here we go. Here comes Joe.
Fred's only a couple of seconds behind as well, the race
Here
leader.
comes Joe. Oh, look at that! There's contact. There was contact. And it was a very good move,
John defends.
Brandon. I agree. And Jordan defends again. Here comes Fred. Oh,
Yeah,
bit of a cut there
very
from
solid
Jordan.
defense. I think it was clean.
Well, maybe it was my angle then. Right, this is where I reckon Joe's going to get him.
You'll be amazed how much quicker this Merc is down the straights at the moment.
Look, Jordan's going defensive and very early there. We're going against the pit wall almost.
I'm on board with Joe.
This is all you got to do. Force Jordan into the mistake, and that's all you got to do. Look, Jordan will hang him out. Yep, there you go.
Joe's got no grip.
And
to
he's
hold
on the
it
inside.
Oh, that's
You were right.
half.
That was a dive bomb.
Yeah.
Joe's famous move. Been on the receiving end way too many times for my liking.
Go hard or go
But
home
you-
with Joe.
You got to respect Jordan's defense. He's done a
Very.
very good job. He retook him and stayed ahead.
Now, what will Fred do?
Dan, what do you mean he's doing to you?
He's doing
Oh, I think he's on about dive bomb.
Oh, from Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go into that one.
Yeah, don't do that. Anyway, there's Fred right behind Joe.
I think it's social road for Joe. He's 6 tenths back. I don't think he's gonna catch back up with Jordan.
If I
Not
was
with
Joe,
this tyre wear.
If I was Joe now, I'd let Fred go, and then hope that Fred costs Jordan more time.
Yeah, right.
Try and capitalise on that.
There you go. I think Joe's going to let him go. In fact, Joe's fighting him around the outside. No, he's not. There you go.
the leader, Joe. Don't fight the leader.
Oh, God, lucky were. Right, Fred's got past, but Fred went on the gravel a little bit there.
Right,
So-
now Joe needs to stay in slipstream that beam. Try and close back up to Jordan. Oh, Joe nearly went into the back of Fred there.
Oh,
He's off.
he's off.
Nearly wiped out the leader.
Fred is gonna start his final lap on the race as he crosses the line. By the way, Callum closed in on Mikey. It was 8 seconds, now it's 7.
Took a
On
second
to the
then.
final lap. 23 seconds ahead of Mikey. Commands in lead.
Class of his own, literally.
Yeah. Matt is 30 seconds ahead of Mike, 30 seconds behind of Callum. Pretty much my story with GTC
Be
so
smart,
far.
Jordan. Be smart, Jordan. Be smart.
Just let him go. There's
Just
no
let
need
him
to
go.
fight.
Just lift off the throttle a little bit now, I'd
Yeah.
say. And then,
Yeah, I think he's going to let him do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
that's what he's done. Well done,
Very
Jordan.
wise.
Very
wise.
smart. Very smart.
He's got nearly 4 seconds over Joe.
Yeah. He gained 3.5 seconds and what, 2 laps? 3 laps?
I
And
hope-
overtook him and stayed ahead.
Oh, Fred doesn't run out of fuel. He's very critical. I think he might be
I
alright
think
though.
it's fine. He
Imagine
can
the
go into
scenes.
mode 6 and just cruise it to the end.
Callum's really critical on fuel.
Yeah. Steve is 2 seconds behind Joe, but I don't think he's got enough time left.
Here we go then, Fred's into the final sector. It's going to be win number 3, GTC.
Going to take the championship lead in GTC.
Into the
He's going to be level on points with Callum, but
chicane
we'll
to
have
go.
one more win.
into the final corner, and he will take the checkered flag. Car 62, Fred Bailu's for Starscream Enterprises wins round 5 of GTC. Dominant win, dominant. GG Jordan, by the way. Really good,
Yeah,
good
very
race.
solid
Good
driving,
recovery, Jordan.
Very
Good
great.
recovery.
Mikey into the final corner. A solid P2. 1-2 for SSE.
Domination.
Great drive.
Is this proof then that Molecule are beatable?
Yes. Yes.
I had the same backlash when we had STR.
Callum P3. Very nice
You know.
job.
Matt Hawkins gone about his
waiting on
business very quietly, and he's done it in the right way. Here he comes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think my driver today is still split between Matt and Jordan, I think. Just can't
Yes.
fault what Matt's done tonight.
Yeah.
I can't fault this guy either. Mike, he's done an incredible job.
Yeah, Mike had a lot of battles to be in P5. It's
He did,
very
he's-
great drive from him.
He had to work for that one. Anyway, there goes
Yeah.
Matt across the line, takes a solid P4.
Now we're waiting on Mike.
We
He's
are.
entering the final sector right now.
The only GTE car in the series so far.
I believe so, yeah.
Into the chicane, and the chicane. Into the final corner.
A little bit of a skid. Yeah, no. No.
I believe,
think.
I believe Mike will take the AM win as well.
Yep.
P5, well done. Good
AM.
racing up and down the field.
Yep.
Enjoy that, Iggy?
Yes. Yes. Very much.
You did well. You did very well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, let's get you the race results before we end the stream then. We'll go up and down the field. Who would like to read them out? Do you want to
Not
crack it,
me.
Iggy? No? You want to do it?
Alright. Alright, I'll do it.
Go on.
Fred takes his 3rd win this season and takes the championship leads over Callum. Mikey in P2. Callum P3 runs up the podium. Matt Hawkins, very solid P4 for him. Mike Isles P5, and I believe he overtakes Joe instantly for P4. Jordan P6, very great drive. In my opinion, driver of the day. Joe P7,
Agreed.
Steve P8, and Chris P rounds up the grid in P9.
Fantastic. Right. It's time to end the stream then. So, thank you for joining me, Mitch, and Iggy, especially you. That is your debut comms. Well done.
Yep, my pleasure. Thank you.
So it's good night from me, and it's good night from them. Good night.